All right, guys. This is a video that I don't know how to do, so I guess I'm just gonna put it all out there. Hope that it comes out in a format that you guys can understand. This is like the fourth take, so I hope you understand how difficult this is. And first off, I guess I want to start off with why I'm doing this video. And the video is, why did I buy a school bus? I sold my Mustang for $4,000. Basically, let's just start off with, I started off with the minivan that I paid off with, the money that the government has sent, basically my tax money that's, been forwarded to me early as a stimulus check. And so I took that money and I paid off the minivan, which was just a couple $1,000s to pay it off. The minivan, I felt was worth $10,000, and I put it up for sale, and nobody would buy it. And I figured the reason no one's buying it is because anyone who would want a minivan has children, and they don't really have a bunch of money to spend. So one day there was an opportunity that came to me. A friend of my wife had a Mustang that needed work, could not figure out what was wrong with it. She'd taken it to multiple mechanics. Everyone was trying to tell them that the motor was blown. She couldn't afford that. The other thing was she did not want her daughter driving that car anymore, is what she told me. She was afraid her daughter was going to end up wrecking it and dying. And she couldn't even sleep at night. She'd physically get sick because her daughter was driving the Mustang and being careless. And I told her, I said, well, I'll tell you what, instead of me working on it and fix it for you, because I have no idea how long this is going to take me to figure it out, I was like, I really don't want to pull the motor out and mess with that, but I was like, it'll take me some time to figure out exactly what's wrong with it. And come to find out, it was just the engine fan was burned up in it, and we just couldn't figure it out. It was also the ECM was not turning the engine fan on. I'd bought a brand new fan, put that in there, and it didn't work. So I had to hardwire it. I ended up selling that car, which was my plan to begin with, was to sell it for enough money to get a school bus. And because I wanted a school bus, because I already knew the financial situation I was sitting in, and it was only getting worse. And I just want you guys to know I have very good reason for quitting my job and trying to follow my dreams and changing my life, and starting to get serious about YouTube. I've been on YouTube for about 13 years. A lot of my content I've already deleted because it was content that YouTube told me I couldn't have out there because of its nature. And at one point they wouldn't monetize it, and so I deleted all that. But the first video is still out there, just as a marker for when I first started YouTube. And that video is now monetized, amazingly enough. I kind of wish I had just kept all my content on there and kept the name of my channel as it was, instead of losing all the subscribers that I had, which wasn't a whole lot at that time, but every subscriber counts. And but anyways, so I found myself in this position to be looking for a path, some way to become debt-free, because back in 2008 I was facing this same kind of thing. Other circumstances put me in that position. I lost my older brother to suicide. My boss at my job at the time was going through a divorce, and he was missing work a lot, which is one reason why I have that red pickup out there. He ended up selling it to me for $1,000. I didn't have $1,000 at the time. I was a welder, a very, very good welder, making about $10 or $10.50 an hour. This was back in '07. And so he sold me that truck, I guess probably to, that way his wife wouldn't get part of it or something. I don't know. Or whatever she got of it wasn't very much. I guess she probably got half. I don't know. But that's how I got that truck. That actually used to be our company truck. That's why it's all beat up. I didn't do that to it. I took really good care of it. It actually had a new transmission, new brakes, fairly new tires. It was in pretty good shape when I got it. Worth way more than $1,000. I don't even know where I'm going with that, actually. Just kind of give you a backstory on that. But anyways, fast forward to up to now. I was in this position looking at losing my house because I lost my job. I had to quit my job because my hours been cut because of COVID. The factory that I was hauling material to was cutting their hours back, and for whatever other reason, whatever happened, my boss's son needed more money. I guess what he was doing wasn't paying him enough, and so the boss started having him do my job, and was trying to make me do farm work and stuff. And I'd been in the truck for over 21 years, in a semi truck. In the summertime, want me to get out there and weld. In the freezing cold, want me to weld outside. And I told him, I said, I can't do this anymore. I've been in the truck for 21 years. When I got out of the truck and started up the sawmill business and everything, I found myself out in the middle of the woods at a job that I was doing, not knowing where I was. I just woke up on the ground from what I think was a heat stroke. And so I was worried about working out in the heat, overexerting myself, that sort of thing. That is why I was not able to go to the 41.36 and help out Simple After Claim and Country Road Cure in the months where it was pretty warm out. I had to wait till cooler months. And luckily everything worked out, and they were actually helping me out. A lot of people think I was helping them out, but that, they hired me to come out there and do work for them, so they were helping me out. Des, the hobo travel nurse, she helped me out. She hired me to come out there where they are and do some work on their bus, and paid very well. Huge help. Jason Crocker, he bought a coffee cup off me for what is now probably the most expensive coffee cup in the world, and that helped me out a ton. But money goes pretty quick. That right there helped me pay my electric bill that month, kept the lights on here, and that's been the real struggle, is making enough money with the sawmill to keep the lights on, keep the heat going, that sort of thing, and still be able to buy things and put into this bus build so I can continue my channel. And so I've come to realize that I cannot do this all on my own. That's what I've come to realize, that this would have stopped a long time ago if it wasn't for you guys who helped me out. So I guess let me get to why, and this is where I usually break down, why I just finally decided to make this video. I was out there in the bus today working on the cabinet, trying to fix my mistake on it, trying to get it squared up and stuff so that the door will fit in it. When the mail lady pulled up delivering the mail, I went out there and I got the mail. I already opened this up, but this is what I got. This card right here. Whitetail RV Run, or Whitetail Run RV Park. Park Hill, Oklahoma. This is from Judy Conway. It says, I hope to do some business with you one day. You touched my heart tonight. Best wishes and many blessings. And they sent $200. Thank you. So you guys want to know to pay on the house? That's why. Because I'm trying to follow my dreams. I've found my dream job. And doing what I truly love to do, going out and helping other people out, using my sawmill that I always dreamed to have, that God has pushed me to get, to help others. Why am I crying? For one, because I get messages, emails, messages on Facebook from people calling me an internet beggar. I'm not an internet beggar. I'm just putting my life out there on the line, showing you guys what I'm doing. I'm trying to make this happen. I cannot do it without you. So people like you, J.B. Conway, thank you so much. That will help a lot. I keep getting these in the mail from the mortgage company. I went through this back in 2008. I lost my house then. I paid $97,500 for a house. My first house that I bought or was buying, I lost that, was foreclosed on. And the government, they garnished my wages. They took my tax returns every year until that full amount was paid off. And so when this started happening, I said, you know what? This is the government. How they keep us beat down. And the reason I'm not begging for money is because I know there's millions of people out there getting this every day. There's people going through things far worse than this. For instance, and this one hits really close to home, guys. I've been through the same thing, but I just want to say, for instance, Jaylena, her channels Leave Her Wild, and A Bus Life Story, Isaac. They're going through the same thing I went through 19 years ago. I pray to God that they don't go through what I went through. We lost our first one. Luckily, I've got 3 kids that we had after that. But I see there's people like that out there that are following their dream, and then they hit that speed bump in the road. What they're going through is far worse than I'm going through. So you don't see me asking for money. Yes, I need help. I need money to complete the build. I don't know if the mortgage company is going to foreclose on me. I got a little bit of positive information. I finally got a hold of them yesterday. I spent the last week and a half on the phone. That's why you guys haven't been seeing much content from me. But I keep getting this letter every few days. They send a couple of these out a week. And this is all the papers for the application to help me out with my loan, to basically refinance. I've sent this in, filled it out, sent it in multiple times. Me and my wife both have. I sent in my profit and loss into them, showing them everything that I've earned over the last year, my bank statements. And not knowing what's going to happen, I decided to sell the minivan first off and use that. I ended up, God put it in front of me. I traded the minivan for a Mustang, and at the time I was thinking, you know what, people who need a minivan right now don't have money, so I'm not going to be able to sell that minivan for what I want. I probably could have sold it for as much as I got out of the Mustang, but a big long roundabout way, I ended up, I sold the Mustang, and I thought the best thing I could do with that money is get a bus and at least ensure my future, to not be living on the street out in the cold, and at least have something to live in. The minivan definitely was not going to be suitable for me and my family to live in. Now, I don't know if my wife and kids will be moving with me and moving into the bus and follow me on this journey. I don't even know if that's what I'm going to do. That's what my plans are. But if I can save the house right now, I think it's best that I go get a job and make those payments until I can get the house sold, because I definitely don't make enough on YouTube to pay the house payment. Not even close. It's not even enough to pay the electric bill. I didn't want to break down on video, and this is why I haven't done this video. I don't want anyone to feel pity on me, because there's so many out there who need help. But at the same time, I know I can't do this on my own. And so if you guys can help, if it's going to put you in a position where you're struggling, please don't. All right, please. I don't want you in the same position I'm in. My mom has helped me out numerous times, and it makes me feel bad because I know she's on a very limited income. But she does what a mom does, right? She's helped out so many times where I was praying to God. I was like, God, help me. I don't know what to do. Even if I went and got a job today, I don't know what I would do because I wouldn't have the gas to get back and forth to work. And suddenly my mom calls and says, I've sent you some money. Check your mail. She had no idea what I was just praying. So when you ask yourself, or ask me, why do you believe in God? It's because of things like that. Too many things happen in my life that have proved to me that there is a God. So I don't know where I'm going with this video now. I wanted to say thank you to JB Conway for the $200 in the card. Thank you so much. 2 old people on a couch that bought the bench from me that I made for them. That helped me out. Jason Crocker for helping me out. Simple Life Reclaim for helping me out. Ed's Crazy Homestead. He helped me out. He don't even realize that he helped me out. I got subscribers from his channel when I went out there and helped him out. I went out and I helped out Adam at Like a Bully Homestead. Brought my mill out there and I milled for him. I was able to create content with that. I had a great time. It was like a vacation. And I made a new friend. A really, really good friend. He helped me out. It brought me into a community where I made new friends. All my friends, I don't really have any friends that I go hang out with. A person that's been talking to me on Facebook Messenger here lately has kind of made me realize that I don't have friends around here. You know, how much I've missed out on. This person asked me, are you going to go spend the day with your friends? No, I don't have any friends around here that I hang out with that I go spend the day with. Pretty much all my friends are on YouTube. It's another reason why I don't want to give it up. I don't know if I'm going to go get a job or what I'm going to do at this point. What I do know is I'm going to have to buy myself some time. So I think I'm going to have to go get a job to be able to buy myself some time, because I have to make sure that I can pay this mortgage. If they do not foreclose on me, I have to be able to make this mortgage payment every month. So I have to do that. And it's now come down to the point where I realize that, you know, I'm out of money on the build. I have to have money to pay for gas or whatever to be able to go back and forth to work, to get a job, so I can make a living. I'm not giving up on YouTube by no means. I just won't be putting a video out every day. I will try my best to at least put out 1 video a week. It will likely be on Monday. I will try to do my lives as I have been doing, because I've met so many people. You guys, like JB Conway right here. So I've met so many people that's touched my life and my family's life. I really appreciate you guys. I want to thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart and the top of my heart. Without you guys, I wouldn't have made it this far, but I'm not stopping here. I will continue. I'm just hitting a bump in the road. We're still going to make this happen. I'm still on the journey to become debt-free. It's just taking an unexpected twist. So I hope you guys will subscribe and all that good stuff. thumbs up, everything, you know, the same old cheesy closing the video out. But I want to be genuine and just say thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.